Pinterest. Now, this is the one that we were talking about earlier. This is focused on industry specifics. All right. You don't really have to worry about, unless you're doing like a hobby or something, you don't have to worry about like all the personal stories and stuff like that. You are specifically posting industry specific items here. And it's better for people who are posting things that are very visual and creative. All right. You can become an expert in a niche, especially if you have a physical product or a hobby that you like. It's not necessarily for commerce, but people are there to find things for their home, live events, weddings, wardrobes, jewelry. You can post once a week here, right? Think about arts and crafts, custom made items, all right? Post once a week, that will help. But there's a huge female population here that spends hours. And I am guilty of this, hours, y'all, searching for things, all right? So if you have a hobby, this is a great place to post on Pinterest. Remember, it's good for SEO, it's good for omnipresence, even if you're not posting industry specific. Think about your hobby, all right? Because you're just trying to get your name out there everywhere. So when people Google you, that something is going to come up, all right? Now, notice if I told you it's a huge female population, if that is your target audience, boom, you definitely need to be there. Get there, okay? Then we have YouTube, okay? This is the one place that you're gonna make your long form content. YouTube is 1 to 5 minute content or longer, right? But that's the short end. This is where you're gonna deep dive, right? You're really gonna explain the content. You're gonna want to teach people things where you want to show. This is where you really want to showcase your craft, right? YouTube is owned by Google, so you can get Google rankings here depending on what you put in your title, right? You can edit down what you put on YouTube and then put that 60-second clip on Instagram. Make it like a teaser, all right? So that way people can watch it in other platforms, all right? And then you can go like and comment on YouTubers page, but you really don't need to spend that much time because most YouTubers are not really looking for likes and comments, right? They're making content, then they're going on to make more content, okay? I usually don't see any of the people going back and responding to it, all right? So, but the other platforms, it is mission critical like IG, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, that you do like and comment on people in your industry and in your space, all right? Yeah. So, but do make sure you make your title. Oh, and make sure you make covers for your videos because you want your videos to stand out on YouTube. And oh, y'all can't see my screen because there's a big old participant thing right there. Sorry. All right. So yeah, make sure you make a cover so that way your video looks catchy. And you can do that in Canva. All right. Now, with industry specific platforms, everybody's going to have different ones, but you can join industry specific platforms on Facebook. And now I know a lot of people are starting to take their stuff off of Facebook. I've seen several just so far this year, along with EYL at the end of the year, take their group off of Facebook because they're going to move into their own app. All right. So what are some industry platforms that you are aware of for your space? Like for instance, personal finance, I go dive into Dave Ramsey's or I go dive into Budgetnisa's group. They have a really big group on there, but I also know just other people as well who have a big space because I've reached out to them to talk or webinar and things like that. So what are in the chat? What are some industry platforms that you are aware of for your space? Still trying to figure out picture. And if you're not aware of any, go ahead and create your own and start researching. Okay, so what the blogs, Reddit, I'm part of a credit repair association. Well, it's called Credit Consultants Association, but they have a group on Facebook. So you can go in. I'm a part of a teachers group on Facebook. So go in and actually be a part of these groups, okay? All right, Telegram, we have one a couple more, just a couple more. We're almost done. Telegram and Discord. Okay, this kind of takes you off of big social media, but then you have your own, it's basically like your own little thread, right? It makes you an authority. You can disseminate information, but you can still put the same information on Discord and Telegram that you put on your social media. Okay, you don't really have to think of anything new, but now these people are more tapped into you. I feel like it's almost a more personal, intimate connection that you're having. But you can provide content and you can answer questions here. All right, people can act as ambassadors. You can even make it feel like a private, it's on, like, hey, because you guys are here, I'm going to give you a special discount that nobody else gets. And then maybe, hey, if you invite your friends, they'll get access to the discount or whatever it is. Okay. Or I'm hosting a special webinar, but I'm only going to host it for those persons that are in Telegram or Discord. Okay. And you have control of blocking people from actually posting content in, just like in the Facebook group, so that they can only see your content, so that you still stand out like the authority. Okay. Hey, there we go, Tenario. All right, Snapchat. Now, Snapchat may seem irrelevant because they got in a big old fight with Mark Zuckerberg when IG came out with stories, right? So yeah, they didn't lose that battle. They didn't win that battle. But this is mostly for high schools and young teens, but there are still people there, right? It takes more work. There's really no schedule functionality, but the big thing here is that if you are going to post on Snapchat, please post on Snapchat because you're still building your personal brand. But be good for small events, family functions, business functions, but post it from your camera roll that you already have. Okay. Not trying to always do live, because then you have to actually be there to, you have to be live to do the content, right? We want to make it easy on ourselves, and we want to make sure that we can do some things that kind of syndicated, and then, so that it will just automatically post, but you can't do that on Snapchat. So just do something that you've already taken from your camera roll. But you don't need to spend too much time on this. Ready? Poor Snapchat. All right, and then your live streaming accounts, which I forgot. Well, we can add LinkedIn to this list. Okay, you got IGTV, Facebook Live, Twitter Live, Twitch, YouTube. Used to be Periscope, but they've gone bye-bye. Yeah, so don't forget about LinkedIn. Go live, make a schedule to go live. I need to do this myself. I don't really like going live because you gotta be, I feel like I always gotta be to the gods at all the time when I go live. So I'm like, oh my gosh. But I've learned that, but look, now I've learned that we go treat our personal brand like a business. So we're just gonna show up, okay? And we're gonna do it right, okay? We're gonna do it right. But every now and then, we just need to look plain Jane, natural beauty. Every now and then, that's okay too, okay? I don't really like using filters. I really don't like using filters, but oh well. I'm really big on natural. I'm really big, but yes, you can, because people do it all the time. Like, don't let that stop you.